If you own a PS5 and you love relaxing games, here are 25 of the best cozy games you can play right now. Starting at number 1, Stardew Valley continues to be one of the best cozy games on PS5 in 2026, and honestly, nothing comes close to matching what it offers. You inherit a rundown farm, slowly rebuild it, grow crops, raise animals, and build genuine relationships with the townspeople of Pelican Town. The 1.6 update added even more content, and the PS5 version runs at a smooth 60 FPS in 4K. It is endlessly relaxing and endlessly playable. Coming in at number 2, Spiritfarer Farewell Edition is one of the most emotionally rich, relaxing games available on PS5. You play as Stella, a Spiritfarer tasked with caring for spirits as they prepare to pass on. You build out your boat, cook meals, farm, and forge deep connections with each character. The themes of loss and letting go hit hard, but the whole experience remains warm, cozy, and genuinely beautiful from start to finish. 3 on this list is Disney Dreamlight Valley, and if you are looking for a cozy life sim packed with nostalgia and charm, this is it. You restore a magical valley overrun by dark vines called Nightthorns, bringing back beloved Disney and Pixar characters along the way. There's cooking, farming, decorating your home, and completing story quests with characters like Mickey Mouse, Moana, and Wall-E. It is an incredibly soothing loop. Game 4 is Stray, and it takes a completely different approach to what a cozy game can be. You play as a stray cat navigating a neon-lit cyberpunk city populated entirely by robots. The gameplay is a mix of exploration, light puzzle solving, and environmental storytelling. It is atmospheric and moody, but also genuinely heartwarming in places, and the DualSense haptics on PS5 make the cat movement feel surprisingly tactile and satisfying. At number 5, Unpacking is one of the most quietly brilliant cozy games on the console. You unpack boxes and place belongings into rooms across different chapters of a character's life, and through those objects alone, a deeply personal story unfolds without a single word of dialogue. It sounds simple, but it is completely absorbing. The DualSense provides soft tactile feedback as items slot into place, adding a lovely physical quality to the whole thing. 6 is Coral Island, a tropical farming sim that arrived on PS5 fully released and offers one of the most generous Stardew-style experiences available on console. You farm, fish, dive into the ocean to clean up coral reefs, romance villagers, and rebuild a small island community. The world is lush and colorful, and the pacing is gentle throughout. It is a perfect entry for anyone new to the farming sim genre looking for something relaxing on PS5. Lucky number 7 goes to Slime Rancher 2, which hit PS5 with its full 1.0 release in September 2025 after years in early access. You return as Beatrix LeBeau, exploring Rainbow Island and ranching all kinds of adorable slimes on a new frontier. The gameplay loop of exploring, vacuuming up slimes, and expanding your ranch is genuinely one of the most chill and satisfying in the entire cozy gaming genre. It looks stunning and runs beautifully on PS5. 8 on the list is Wanderstop, the 2025 Annapurna release developed by Davey Redden and composed by C418. You play as Alta, a burned-out warrior who stumbles into running a woodland tea shop instead of returning to battle. You grow herbs, brew tea for wandering visitors, and slowly unpack the emotional weight Alta carries with her. The writing is thoughtful and often funny, and the game's core message about rest and self-acceptance makes it one of the most meaningful cozy experiences in recent years. Coming in 9th is A Short Hike, a small indie gem that remains one of the most beloved relaxing games available on any platform. You play as a bird named Claire, exploring a peaceful island park, with the goal of hiking to the summit to get phone signal. The island is full of charming characters, optional side activities like fishing and racing, and hidden treasures. It can be finished in a single sitting, but is the kind of game you return to whenever you need something genuinely soothing. Number 10 is Coffee Talk, the beloved visual novel from Toge Productions, set in a rainy, lo-fi Seattle, populated by elves, orcs, werewolves, and humans. You run a late-night coffee shop, brew drinks for customers, and listen to their stories unfold across multiple nights. The music is outstanding, the writing is warm and thoughtful, and the whole atmosphere is exactly what you want from a cozy game on a quiet evening. The PS5 version runs smoothly and looks crisp. 11 brings us Coffee Talk Episode 2, Hibiscus and Butterfly, which expands on everything the original did so well. New customers arrive at the shop with new problems, new relationships, and new drink orders to figure out. The writing is sharper and the cast is just as endearing. If you played and loved the first game, this is a seamless continuation. And if you are new to the series, both games together make for one of the coziest double features you can experience on PS5. At 12, we have Botany Manor, which arrived on PS5 in January 2025 and is one of the most unique entries in this list. You play as Araba Green, a Victorian botanist working through her manor estate to cultivate rare and forgotten plant species. Each plant requires specific environmental conditions to bloom, and figuring out the right combination of sunlight, altitude, and moisture is a satisfying low-stress puzzle. The manor itself is gorgeous, and the game's gentle pacing makes it ideal for unwinding. Number 13 is Fae Farm, a spell-infused life sim that brought full 4-player online co-op to PS5 in late 2024. You farm, craft, and explore a magical island called Azoria, with the added twist that everything has an enchanted flavor to it. You can brew potions, tame creatures, and decorate your homestead. The multiplayer element makes it especially appealing if you want to enjoy cozy gaming sessions with friends, and the frame rate on PS5 stays smooth throughout. 14 is Tchia, a gorgeous open-world adventure set in a fictionalized version of New Caledonia. You play as a young girl with the ability to soul jump into animals and objects, exploring a lush tropical archipelago filled with things to discover. It is more adventurous than most cozy games on this list, but the vibe is light, joyful, and deeply relaxing. The cultural authenticity, the music, and the sheer freedom of exploration make this one of the most refreshing cozy games on PS5. At 15, we have Cozy Grove, a life sim set on a haunted but charming island where you play as a spirit scout helping restless ghost bears find peace. New content unlocks gradually each real-world day, making it perfect for daily short sessions. The hand-drawn art style is beautiful and slightly eerie in the best possible way. The mixture of cozy gameplay with gentle supernatural elements gives it a personality that sets it apart from most other relaxing games on the console. 16 is Gris, and while it is short, it is one of the most visually stunning and emotionally resonant experiences you can have on PS5. The game is a wordless platformer that uses color and imagery to tell a story about grief and personal restoration. There is no fail state and no pressure, just breathtaking watercolor visuals and an orchestral score that hits deeply. It's more of an interactive experience than a traditional game, but it belongs on any list of meaningful cozy titles on PlayStation. Coming in at 17 is Venba, a short but profoundly moving narrative cooking game about a Tamil Canadian immigrant mother and her son. You cook traditional South Indian recipes by piecing together faded pages from a handwritten cookbook, and the story that surrounds those meals is genuinely touching. It can be completed in around an hour, but the emotional impact it leaves behind is far larger than its runtime suggests. It is a beautiful and intimate little cozy game. Number 18 is Season, A Letter to the Future, one of the most quietly affecting games released in recent years. You play as a young woman on a bicycle documenting a valley before a mysterious event erases it forever. The gameplay involves photographing, recording sounds, and journaling your observations. It is contemplative and unhurried, and the world it builds feels achingly real. For players who want a cozy game with genuine artistic depth, Season is one of the best on the platform. 19 on this list is Snufkin, Melody of Moominvalley, which arrived on PS5 in late 2024 and is one of the most charming licensed games in years. You play as the wandering philosopher Snufkin, traveling through a watercolor version of Tove Janssen's beloved Moomin world. The gameplay blends light exploration with melodic puzzles and gentle stealth sequences. The music is exceptional, and the whole thing feels like a playable animated film, perfect for fans of the Moomin series and cozy gaming newcomers alike. At number 20, House Flipper 2 is pure therapeutic satisfaction for anyone who loves renovation and interior design. You buy rundown properties, clean them up, repair damage, and redecorate rooms from scratch using a huge catalog of furniture and finishes. There is a story mode with specific client jobs and a sandbox mode for complete creative freedom. The loop of transforming a wreck into something beautiful is endlessly rewarding, and the PS5 version runs smoothly with excellent visual detail. 21 brings back the original Slime Rancher, which still holds up beautifully on PS5 and deserves a spot on this list in its own right. You play as Beatrix Haubeau, managing a ranch filled with adorable bouncy slimes on a distant alien planet. The gameplay loop of exploring, collecting slimes, and expanding your operation is incredibly relaxing. It is lighter and more whimsical than the sequel, but has its own distinct personality and charm that cozy gaming fans consistently love. Number 22 is Garden Story, a charming RPG where you play as Concord, a young grape tasked with restoring a village on a seasonal island. You gather resources, fight fungi, and help the community rebuild by completing tasks for its quirky residents. The pixel art is warm and expressive, the music is soothing, and the overall pace is gentle and unhurried. It is a smaller game, but one with a lot of heart, and it fits perfectly into the relaxing games category on PS5. At 23 is Tiny Bookshop, a delightful management sim where you run a little secondhand bookshop by the sea. You curate your stock, match books to the right customers, and decorate your shop as the community around you grows. The writing is full of warmth and gentle humor, and the whole game has an incredibly cozy atmosphere that makes it hard to put down. It is exactly the kind of small, thoughtful indie title that thrives in the cozy gaming space. 24 is Jusant, a meditative climbing game from Dontnod that is unlike anything else on this list. You scale an enormous dried-out tower, using a rope and your own momentum, piecing together the story of a civilization that once lived there through scattered notes and environmental details. There is no combat, no time pressure, and no fail punishment beyond slipping and trying again. The rhythm of climbing combined with the haunting world design makes it one of the most uniquely calming experiences available on PS5. And rounding out the list at 25 is A Little to the Left, a satisfying puzzle game built entirely around organizing and tidying everyday household objects. You sort, stack, and arrange items according to satisfying visual logic. And there is a daily tidy mode that gives you fresh puzzles every day. It sounds almost too simple, but it taps directly into the same part of the brain that loves satisfying organization content online. For cozy gaming on PS5 that requires zero stress and zero pressure, this one is perfect.